Have you ever felt something strongly and immediately questioned it? You feel hurt, but tell yourself you're being dramatic. You feel uncomfortable, but assume you're just overthinking. You feel excited, but wonder if you're making a mistake. So you pause, you analyze. You ask other people what they think before you let yourself believe what you feel. And slowly, without realizing it, you stop trusting your own emotional voice. Today, we're going to talk about why that happens and how to start listening to yourself again. Most people aren't born distrusting their emotions. We learn it. If you grew up in an environment where your feelings were ignored, dismissed, or punished, your nervous system adapted. Maybe when you were sad, someone told you to stop crying. When you were angry, you were told you were being disrespectful. When you were scared, you were told you were being dramatic. Over time, you learned a dangerous lesson. My feelings are wrong. My feelings cause problems. My feelings cannot be trusted. So instead of listening to them, you learned to override them. You became very good at explaining your emotions away. Eventually, that outside voice becomes your inside voice. You feel something, and then immediately start arguing with yourself. You're too sensitive. It wasn't that bad. Probably didn't mean it. You're making this up. This is emotional self-gaslighting. Not because you're broken, but because at some point questioning yourself felt safer than believing yourself. If you trusted your anger, you might have had to set boundaries. If you trusted your sadness, you might have had to admit something was missing. If you trusted your fear, you might have had to leave. So your brain learned to protect you by doubting you. When you don't trust your feelings, decision-making becomes exhausting. You ask everyone else what you should do. You replay conversations over and over. You stay in situations that feel wrong because you can't prove they're wrong. And slowly, you become disconnected from your intuition. Not because you don't have one, but because you were taught not to use it. This is why you can be incredibly self-aware and still feel unsure of yourself. Rebuilding emotional trust doesn't start with forcing confidence, it starts with curiosity. Instead of asking, is this feeling correct? Try asking, why might I be feeling this? Feelings aren't facts, but they are information. Anger often points to a crossed boundary. Sadness often points to a loss. Anxiety often points to uncertainty or a lack of safety. You don't have to act on every emotion, but you do deserve to listen to them without immediately silencing them. A simple practice is this. When you notice a feeling, pause and say quietly, "Something in me is trying to tell me something." That alone begins rebuilding trust. Learning to trust your feelings again isn't about becoming emotional. It's about becoming honest with yourself. Your emotions develop to protect you, to guide you, to help you survive. And even if they were ignored before, they're still trying to help you now. If this video helped you understand yourself a little better, please consider subscribing to Human Explained. We explore the psychology behind the feelings you never learned how to explain. You are not broken.
Ow.
You are learning how to listen again.